Here in a beautiful afternoon in the yards in Denver, and when the sun is shining in the mountains just to the outside, guys, it's really a hard place to beat, in my opinion. Just really excited to have a similar feel like the old yards did. But wanted to take some time today and maybe talk about just a few of our featured bulls in our Angus lineup that we think are having a lot of excitement in the seat stock industry and really creating a stir and really creating some conversation even when we've been here so far. So, Aaron, what would be kind of one of those bulls that surfaced to the top for you?
Well, I think one of the bulls that I think is awfully unique is Baldridge Heat Seeker. We found him. It's kind of a neat story because he sold in the Baldridge sale a few years ago, and then we found him the commercial herd, which Zach went and saw him in Indiana, and we found him basically on some genetic sorts. I mean, there's a bull that would be in the top couple percent of the breed for almost every Angus index, and has a pretty unique pedigree. If you think about bulls that are hovering around $400 C, being an identified son out of the EO48 cow, he would be quite a bit of an outcross to a lot of those, the 350 plus, 400-ish C cattle. So pretty unique kind of a bull. EO48, his mother, happens to be one of my favorite Y69 descendants from the Baldridge program. She would have been the dam of the top selling bull at Baldridge's a couple of years ago. She's got several progeny that have captured quite a bit of value in seed stock sales, so there's quite a bit of a story on the bottom side of Heatseeker's pedigree. You look at Heatseeker himself, he's great footed, super complete bull, really nice fronted, good top, with a big hip in him. He moves out really nice. Got a nice big body shape to him. So kind of a neat bull. I think when you find him on paper and then you look at what he is physically, phenotypically, and the maternal behind him, that's a pretty unique package.
I was going to add to that. One of the really neat things about Heatseeker was before we even knew about him, we had seen a lot of these other sons by EO48, and they were standouts. Just to put the catalog down and go look through the pens, we found those. So it was pretty cool to find Heatseeker after the fact, and it's kind of a really good match.
Yep.
Another one of our featured bulls this spring is going to be Kindred, and it's fitting that we're in Denver talking about Kindred because I think that's where we did first chat as a group about somebody to go lay eyes on the bull, because he was a bull that had kind of hit a lot of our radars for a lot of reasons. He's a unique fireball son that I had the opportunity to go see his mother, and to me I think that's where the story starts on that bull. He was raised naturally by a beautiful functional cow, and you can flip to page 5 and see the picture of his mother. She was out in a drought, raised one of the biggest calves, raised Kindred, had tremendous feet. Her udder quality was very, very functional. And when I went and looked at the bull, she was raising a really good quality heifer calf too. And then you look at the bull's EPD package, and he can be a real needle mover for a lot of traits. And I think his blend of what his mother brings to the table, along with, I think, a 1.8 marbling, a high dollar C bull that's pushing almost 400. I think that bull brings a lot of good to the table. And I think one thing that he can really do is keep feed in check. He keeps some flushing ability in check and some cattle that have advanced carcass traits.
I believe there would be, I think on Kindred, as we had our beef tour last fall, and several sales reps come to Tiffin, and we put that bull out on display. I think one that maybe surprised folks in a very positive manner for how stout that bull was, for how he reads on paper, for being almost $400 C, still has a lot of shape and a lot of muscle that goes with it, and I think left a very positive image for those folks that have been there to see him in person.
Absolutely. There's another bull that's been pretty reliable for us at moving the needle on genomics for a lot of people across the country is Beal Breakthrough. He's a bull that I think brings some calving ease as well as some maternal value and some carcass value, obviously, and gets up in the high 300s for $C. As we've gone through the fall here at some of these production sales, he's had numerous daughters that have been extremely well received, sale toppers all across the southeast and coming through the middle part of the United States. So I think a bull like him is going to be able to consistently produce high genomic value, high carcass value.
Zach, what's really impressed me about that bull is for being a 17 calving ease, sleep-on-night calving ease, that bull still really blows doors off performance. Those cattle grow. They have some frame build. Just really, for that amount of calving ease, can really add some performance or powers to any operation. Absolutely. He's had a lot of highlight heifer calves sell across the country, and they have a beautiful phenotype. Great structure, a good design. That's a really complete kind of bull.
Absolutely.
one of the reasons I think he's got so many feature young calves out in the industry is because so many people used him, but also the fertility of his semen. That bull was used heavily in IVF and flushing, and a really, really robust bull in terms of his semen fertility.
3 featured Angus bulls that we're really excited about. And I would encourage anyone, if you have questions, to reach out to your local sales rep. I'd be on page 3 of the spring catalog. Of course, any regional manager or the beef call center. Feel free to look up any of the bulls on our website at stgen.com for more information. All the contact information, though, can be found in the catalog as well.